quick little mic test. 1 2 1 2.
Uh-huh.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
Midnight Smoke episode 16.
I don't remember.
Can you look that up for me? Midnight Smoke episode 16. I'm pretty sure. Sorry, man. I've been bullshitting on the podcast. I'm sorry for not posting in 2 weeks.
No, for real, you have been. You would be happy I said something, man.
Well, about posting, like, want to record this week?
Yeah.
I was going to record. I'm recording again. I'm recording with Zay on Thursday.
Shut up, bitch.
I just don't know which podcast I'm going to post. I'm going to post both y'all's. But that's what I was telling him last night. I was telling him we can still record it this Thursday, but I'm going to post it either this Thursday or next Thursday for next week's episode.
Right.
So I heard we can get them bitches.
This is episode
16?
Yes, 16.
I told you. But Jay, you missing out on that. Why didn't you watch House of the Dragon?
Cause I was out with my cousins that day. We went out to go do some escape rooms.
It was fun.
Oh yeah, it was.
Escape
We got
rooms would be
out of the first one, but the second one we didn't get out of. But the first one, it was cool. It was real cool because what it was the first one was like this jungle experience type thing, right? And it's called the Gold Rush. That's what it's called. It's called Gold Rush. And I'm not gonna lie, while the dude, because when you go in and they gotta play this video that gives you instructions on what to do, right? And while they were playing this video, this dude, I swear to God, me and my cousins, we heard this man say nigger. Like, he was like, "You go this way, and all the niggers are heading this way," and we were just like sitting there looking at him. And honestly, I didn't know what to say. The dude who was showing us the video, he was just like white guy, and he was just sitting there. He had his glasses on, a mask, and I swear he heard him say it, and he like sort of kind of peeked like this. He was like at us like that, and then he just didn't say anything. He didn't move after that. So I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna give you the keys to this episode. All about you. What do you want to talk about?
I mean,
You be having a lot of topics, and every single time you'll show me like the list of topics you want to speak on, but then we end up don't speaking on as many as you want to touch on.
I mean, all right. So let me just bust them out. All I know is that there's for sure this one I want to talk about real quick. That's completely not good. It's this guy. His name is Albert Fish, and like that man is an ultra pedophile.
He's an ultra pedophile.
Like it's bad. This shit that he did, it's terrible.
Was he a serial killer or just a pedophile?
He was a serial killer.
I really like serial man.
Little boys, man. That's what he was into.
I was watching the serial killer videos and stuff like that on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I was like, dang, maybe I like all this stuff because deep down I'm a serial killer. And I was just like, dang, I'm not a serial killer. I don't want to be a serial killer.
If that's the case, then I don't know. I feel like that's how every woman is.
Every woman?
Yeah.
All women.
Don't all women like First 48 or some shit like that?
What?
I don't know. That's where I heard that. I don't know. I heard some shit like that. All I know is a lot of women watch like the ID channel or like crime shit.
I like true crime. I really do enjoy it.
I do too. I really do.
Myself. I don't remember who I was talking about it with, but we were talking about haunted houses and stuff like that. And I was telling y'all about one that's if you win, you get like 20 bands, but no one's ever won it. I remember the name now. It's called Mckamey Manor.
I told you it was that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that's.
I don't remember who I was.
You were talking about it.
Okay, let's talk about this on the pod.
You and Joseph were talking about it.
Yeah, and Joseph was talking about he'll finish it.
Yeah,
literally, they are so untouchable because like you have to sign a waiver literally where they can do anything to you, except kill you on purpose.
See, the thing is,
and it's not a business. It's a charity.
Yeah, it's a charity.
It's a charity.
I didn't know it was a charity.
So like they don't get paid for none of it. So like that's all like the loopholes and like people be trying to sue them. They can't do it. They're still trying to get them shut down to this day. They're still up and running to this day.
Oh yeah, I know because when I was younger,
are sick.
They put shit in your mouth and stuff like that.
They'll cut off your hair, make you eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Hell no.
That's what I'm saying. It's because when I was younger, I was in like the 6th or 5th grade. I was looking up like haunted houses, and that haunted house pops up, and I was looking, and I was just like, ooh, shit.
I think they make you go like they'll put you in graves and bury you alive and shit like that.
Yeah, but I don't think that they don't like completely bury you though. They'll bury you, but not completely. It's just like you know what I'm saying.
And then they give you a safe word, but there's been multiple like cases where people say they use a safe word and they just disregarded it. And it's just like if you fight back, they'll hang you upside down for 30 minutes. You know how 30 minutes hanging upside down?
Bro, what?
They're literally torturing you, bro, and they're just getting off on torturing people.
It's because it's a haunted house, I guess, and people still fuck with it.
Yeah, and like most a lot of people get traumatized. And most people, they'll go and like after a few years later, if they process like what happened to them, they'll want to go again. I don't like scary houses. Like, you know.
Haunted houses?
Haunted houses, there we go. And I'll go because like they're fun, but one that's that scary, fuck no. I don't like haunted houses at all.
I don't know. I wouldn't go to that one.
Yeah, like
I love haunted houses.
I'll never go in a haunted house by myself.
Oh yeah, no, hell no.
I gotta be with at least 3 people.
I gotta be with a group. The last haunted house I went to, I was with my brother, and it was me. It was me, Dez, his homeboy at the time, and his homeboy's girlfriend. And then it was me. So there was 5 of us. And we went in. The way that we went into this haunted house, I think, where was the haunted house? It was in
that's what we could do on the 13th.
Or Waco.
We can go to a haunted house.
That's what we can do on the 13th.
Yeah.
Let's get a little fucked up.
Duh.
Of course.
No, we can't.
Just a little bit.
You really think it's a good idea to get fucked up before going to a haunted house, knowing the type of people we are? Joseph, sir.
Okay. But anyway,
yeah,
let's continue on this.
Joseph.
Let's continue. So, but we went in there, but the way that we went in there was like a line. Because first of all, some parts were like really skinny. So you couldn't go in there like all together. So we went in there like a line, literally holding each other's shoulders type shit. And when shit broke out, hey, shut your gay ass up, bitch. And when shit broke out, we took off. But I liked it though, because I was having a conversation with like the clowns and the actors and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Look, I got to tell the people in the podcast this one story. So one time, me, Jay, and Joseph were going exploring at like this supposedly haunted, creepy place. Hey, let us know if y'all want like little vlogs and shit like that when we go into scary places and shit. So we're leaving out, and I hear something. They didn't really hear it, and I stopped, and I was just like looking, and then we just hear wrestling. And then I just started running. I was like, fuck y'all niggas, I'm going.
Bro, you literally left us.
Because I said, before I heard it, like the first time I heard it and they didn't hear it, I was like, hey, yo, let's go. I'm about to start running. They're not running. And then I hear more wrestling, like something is coming towards us. So I just say, fuck y'all niggas, I'm gone.
That is what happened.
I looked back to make sure they were following me, but it's just like, there's only so much you can do. And then there was another instance.
You didn't
the same
look
night.
back.
I looked back.
You didn't look back.
I looked back to make sure y'all were coming, because I didn't want to separate too far. Because then, like, what if
we were going down the hill? I don't think you was gonna separate, deal.
I was going down the hill too.
I was.
Then,
I was up to hop fast.
We're like in this tunnel on some phase rug tunnel shit, and Joseph, we're walking in there first of all, and Joseph's reading the shit on the wall. I'm like, Joseph, don't read this shit. Like, what was some of the stuff that said? It was like,
first of all, I know for a fact we saw like one of those like
pentagram.
Yeah,
we
saw
like,
one of those.
It was one. It was a message on it. It was just like, I see all. It was something like that. I can't remember.
Weird shit.
Yes, Joseph was reading this shit, and then like this tunnel started to like curve. So like when you're looking in, you can't look too far because it's a curve. So we're at the curve part, and like we're looking at the end, and for a second I thought I saw something like in the distance, and I just started getting a bad feeling. And then we just decided to turn around. Or did one of y'all see something?
No.
I know I thought I saw something.
It wasn't even that we saw something. Well, yeah, it was that we saw. Okay. No, I remember we saw a bottle in the middle of the floor because you have the tunnel. Yeah. The tunnel was square shaped. So in the middle, it was square shaped. In the middle, there was this bottle, and it was dark as shit. So, like, we saw it, and it looked like there was somebody standing over the bottle.
Yeah.
And we were just like, what the fuck is that? But then it looked like somebody was like either not walking, but like ended up like moving over into the corner, or like you know what I'm saying, like peeked around and then just went back or something.
I didn't see all that part, but I did see something where like it did like a bottle, and like a little bit behind the bottle was like someone standing there. Yeah, I did see that.
I saw that,
and then I just wanted to go. And you know how like people have that sixth sense. When we're walking out, I'm just like I get a really weird feeling like don't keep my back to this place. You know what I mean? So me and Jay started running. Joseph's not running yet. He's like, while you're running, I was like, nigga, I don't care if I'm in a situation like that. I don't need an explanation to know why we're running. Honestly, we're running. That's all I need to know now.
It felt uncomfortable. It did feel hella uncomfortable once we got deeper into there though.
Yeah, I don't see how like FaZe were gonna do it. They went deep in there.
They be going deep in there, or you know what I'm saying, Rat King. Or
they go deep into that tunnel.
What's that man's face?
Who?
Is it Rat King?
The Rat King. Yeah.
The Rat King. Yeah, I have yet to see that.
I should have. We had no weapons neither. No nothing.
No
nothing. Not even flashlights. We had one flashlight, and it wasn't even like the con you could hit somebody with. It was like a little panel con.
Oh man, we got
to do better.
We were.
But I do want to start. I do want to go to scary places like that. Like there's a clown hotel. I think it's like in Las Vegas. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's a clown hotel. And it's like it's haunted, and it's next to a cemetery. And you go in there, and literally there's like all over like the front office. It's clowns. Each room clowns. It's a clown hotel. Literally, just clown dolls, giant clown statues, just shit like that.
That's insane.
Would you ever have a statue in your house?
No.
I would.
Why statue?
I want a statue in my house.
I don't think I would want a statue in my house. Maybe not. I don't know. I've never thought about having a statue in my house. Like maybe a big ass chandelier from my ceiling. You know,
that's not a statue.
But why a statue? What if my statue falls?
It's not gonna fall.
Who's to say?
Statues are made so they won't fall. Unless you're somewhere with earthquakes, then they can't fall.
Good statues are made so they won't fall.
Yeah, that's why most statues have platforms.
Fucking platform.
But that's crazy how people are so talented. They can make stone look soft. Like the statue of David. It's a statue of David, right?
Yes.
Yeah, with a little Peter Whacker out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like shit like that. I want to do when I start doing tattoos, I'm gonna start doing tattoos, y'all. So tap in when I get good. But I want to draw this too. I want an Icarus tattoo. You know who Icarus is?
Yeah, he flew too close to the sun, my guy.
Yeah.
You want one of those? Why do you want one of those?
It just looks so cool. It looks good.
Oh, well, fuck it, yeah.
Yeah, there's a deeper meaning. Fuck y'all niggas, y'all can't know.
Pussies.
But yeah, tattoo. Do you think tattoos should have a meaning? Or can someone just get it because they like it?
Oh, well, yeah, most definitely people can get it because they like it. You know.
I'm talking about, like, what do you prefer?
Either or. I prefer both. I mean, truthfully, I say, if you like it, I love it, but I'm going to be real with you. If you ask me, I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to be like, well,
that's what I tell people.
That's not, I wouldn't suggest getting that, but if you like it, again, I love it. Hey, man.
Yeah, that's what I don't like when people ask my opinion, because it's just like,
are you really going to take my
opinion?
Exactly.
I'm going to tell you how I feel about it, but don't let how I feel about it dictate. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If you like it, that's all that matters.
Exactly. And then don't get mad because of the way that I feel about how, your situation is, Like, especially tattoos, or especially, like, females.
That's how I'm about to look.
Especially females.
Females are so crazy. Even my sister. So she asked me, she was like, Dylan, you like this photo? You think I should post it? And I was like, no, I don't think you should post it. Now she wanted me to go in depth and stuff like that. I'm just like, Jasmine, that's how I feel about it. And she was like, she just wanted me to depict, like, why I don't want her to post it and this and that. And I'm just like, I just don't think it's a picture you should post. That's just me personally, Jasmine. And I told her, I was like, if you gonna act like this when you ask my opinion, don't ask my fucking opinion. Please don't. Because, like, and I tell her, you know how, like, I'll be talking and I can't think of the right word to say. So I'll say a word that fits, but it doesn't really fit best. And I'll be like, I only said this word for lack of a better word. So I said that to her. I don't remember what I said, but I was like, I only said that for a lack of a better word because I can't explain it better. And she was like, well, what do you mean? It's not that hard. I'm just like, I can't. I can explain it. I can't
think of the word right now. Just take what I'm trying to give you.
Exactly. People
work with that. I already gave you truly the answer that you were looking for, which is I don't think you should post it. Just take that.
I'm not saying like this is with my sister, but like people, they want you to say a certain thing, or just like they
expect your answer to be something that they would do, or basically that's something that they would do, or that they see you reacting as. Yeah, and that's mainly something that they would do though. Unless they know you, then it's something that you would do. Yeah,
or like when they see something they don't like about themselves, they try to force you to see it so you can agree with them, so they don't, so they can feel more comfortable about themselves. Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly.
And it's just like, I mean, everybody's different. I don't see it that way. So
it's like
there's not always a second meaning to everything I say. Like, I'm gonna tell you straight up, that's one thing a lot of people don't understand. Like, when getting to know me, most of the time I'm gonna keep it straight up. If I'm saying something, that's exactly what I mean. There's not really a double meaning under it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna keep on it.
Like, there's not. You get what you get, you know?
Yeah.
Like, even with my girl, I don't know. She expects that from me. But, it's just like when she asks things that I feel like she knows the answers to, I have to look at her and be like, why would you ask me that? You already know how I feel about that situation, or, stuff like that, Yeah. It doesn't make sense,
Or females getting mad because they'll ask you, would you date me if I was a worm? And you'll say, there's never a right answer to that question or some bullshit like that. I have got asked that question. I was like, hell yeah, you're going to be a sexy ass worm. And she was like, stop lying. You wouldn't fuck with me if I was a worm. I was like, bitch.
Well then.
Duh. Fuck.
I don't know if she's asked me that or no, but she's definitely asked me, would you fuck with me if I was fat?
Like.
Are you fat right now?
It's like,
what do you mean by fat? That's the other thing.
Like, people don't understand, like, shit like that. If you're not attracted to heavier people, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you know what I mean? And for a female to say that and then they get mad if you say no, that's just not your type.
Exactly. I feel like it's okay to have a type.
Yeah.
And now I feel like it's not
people
okay.
Try to sugarcoat everything, and it's just like, everybody has their preferences. If they don't like you for something about your body, they have the right to that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, people say looks don't matter. Looks do matter, because most of the time a look is what catches a person's attention.
Exactly.
Like,
you see somebody going out with, like, their hair all messed up, I guess. I don't know.
But not even just like how you look, like material wise. I'm talking
like
about
how you carry yourself.
Yeah, how you carry yourself.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And it's just like, you can't really be mad about it, because it's just, I don't know, there's a lot of double standard things and shit. Like how not wanting a heavier female is frowned upon, or like calling a female big is frowned upon, but big females weaponize females that are skinny just the same. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, everybody gets shamed in their body. You'll never have a perfect body in this society. The only thing you can do is learn to like your body.
Exactly.
And if you like it, that's all that matters.
Exactly. Be happy with yourself. Be content with yourself. I feel like that's really the way that the world needs to work, because it's not how it's working right now,
People are miserable.
Yeah, I mean, people, they're doing like what they like. They're doing their own thing, but their own thing is what everybody's doing. It's basically like, what's the word? Clout chasers? Or no, that's not the word I'm looking for, but that's in that category.
For lack of a better word.
Yeah, for lack of a better word. It's another word for it. What's it called? Fuck it. You get what I'm saying though. Yeah.
So, I don't know. The lesson of the day is learn to love yourself and be happy with who you are.
No, for real.
Don't look at all the L's you take. When you put two L's together, what that make? W, bitch. W.
And what's them Cowboys catching? Straight W.
I think the Cowboys got it this year. I think this is their year. I said that shit to Noel. He was like, shut your dumb ass up. Bro, that's every Cowboys fans every fucking year.
Me, and I'm a Cowboys fan.
That nigga said, you want to bet on it? I was like, shit.
Hell no. I wouldn't even do that shit if I was you.
Bro. I feel so useless. I never feel more useless when I'm around a group of niggas and they start talking about like football, and I'm just in here just like
on me or
I don't know
about
shit.
really for me it's about football, sports, or really not
It's
sports.
most
Football
sports for
and
me.
cars.
Not fighting.
Not fighting, but football and cars. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not that big of a car person.
Shit about cars. You want to be honest? I know how to change like an oil and change a tire.
I know a little.
That's
things.
as much you can get out of me, really.
Oh God.
That's as much.
Like Sir and Joseph were talking about the cars. They were naming the engines and shit.
Yeah.
Just like, bro,
How do you
shut the fuck up?
OV.
Car go vroom, face ass. That's how I look at it. But hey, it is what it is.
When I'm in Corpus, that's all I hear about is cars, guns, and sports. That's all my
little cousin
his friends
Ladarian
talk about.
He's like, how is he now? He's probably like 7, 8, and he knows about all the cars. Literally, he can name them bitches. He loves cars. He's a big car dude.
I don't love cars.
Little kids ain't shit, and I gotta tell the story about. So I went to Cali. I'm visiting my people down there, and my cousin Chad's my age. He's around my age. And our little cousin Ladarian, they're play fighting and stuff like that. I'm on my little cousin's side. I'm like, yeah. I was like, get that nigga. He turns around and that nigga sticks the fuck out of me in my nuts, bro.
Bro, kids are
He gets a clear I did nothing to him. Nothing at all to him, bro.
Kids are unpredictable. You need to know that
bro,
shit.
Kids are so... You'll think you're just playing with a kid. You turn your head, next thing you know, they are drop kicking you. I've got drop kicked by kids. My little cousin Wayne, he was probably like 4 or 5 at the time. We're swimming. He's jumping in the pool. I think he's just gonna jump in. I'm gonna catch him. He jumps. He sticks his feet out towards me, bro. Yes, and then he get kicked the fuck out of me,
bro. I would have threw the shit out of his little ass.
I hate kids.
I hate kids. I hate kids, bro.
They're just little assholes.
They are. They're like little minions, and
everybody's having kids. That's one thing. When you graduate, everybody does start having kids. I mean,
but like,
you're an adult. You can. There's nothing wrong with it.
I didn't know it was gonna start happening that damn fast.
I didn't believe it.
I didn't know it was gonna.
I can't do it. I couldn't have a kid right now.
All I know is every time I turned my back, my girl was telling me, "Hey, did you know so and so was pregnant?" And I'm just like, "Bro, what?" Like,
hey,
what
I'm quick to hit up sir and be like, "Bro, guess who pregnant?"
Bro, what the
fuck? I'm quick with it. I mean, bro, because we be nosy. We be nosy. Females, niggas think females be nosy. Niggas
be nosy. They don't.
Niggas know how to keep it on the low.
Exactly. Like, niggas don't go and expose people when they get in their feelings, or even when they just telling people, they not even telling everybody. You know?
Yeah, I'm the type of person. I be knowing a lot of shit, but I just keep it to myself.
Exactly.
I know it, but I'm just keeping it to myself. Shit, it is what it is.
Exactly. I'm not gonna tell nobody. Oh, speaking of keeping shit to themselves, we gonna hop back on that topic after I tell you this. I think I didn't look at the news. That's where I fucked up. I didn't look at the news and follow it up, but I think somebody died by my house. I promise you. I think somebody died.
Niggas die every day, B.
But like in the woods, I feel like it was like a murder.
Oh yeah, so that's what you were talking about?
Yeah.
I didn't know what you were talking about.
I think somebody died in the woods because, okay, so this was when did I text you that?
This was sometime last week. I don't remember the exact date. I'm not good with days.
I'm not either.
Literally, guys, after you graduate,
days fly by.
They blend together
completely. But this was a few days ago, not too long ago. That's all we can say. Not too long ago. It was early in the morning because I had to go get my hair cut. God bless you.
Thank you.
So I'm driving, and I got my girl with me. So I'm driving past the spot. You know where Kennemer is?
Yeah.
Okay. So McDonald's and Kennemer, you know where they at?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if you go down that street and you keep going and you see the rec in that park, that little recreation area, and you make a right at that stop sign and those lights, if you make a right and keep going down that street, down that hill, I was driving and I see, as I pass by, I just see this dude and he's just like leading like a police officer, and he looks like the dude, he's black. He has on like this hat that you would wear if you were like cutting a yard or going out for a run. He had on some shorts and a long sleeve. So he looked like he was hiking, you know? had on some running shoes and shit. So he's like leading this police officer into the woods, or so that's what it looks like, you know?
Mm.
And so I'm looking like, oh shit. So I sort of kind of just get to a stop sign. I make a quick little U-turn. And I'm just like, what the fuck is happening here? So as I make a U-turn, I'm looking and they just going in there. But then I see a fire truck or an ambulance like come around the corner. I think it was a fire truck, honestly, because the fire station was right there.
Mm.
So a fire truck is coming around the corner. So I was just like, oh shit. So I'm gonna leave. So I leave. I go get my hair cut, and it was around 9 o'clock when I was leaving.
When you go start growing your hair out, I'm sorry to cut you off here.
Oh, I am. I'm growing my hair out right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Jay used to have, when I met Jay used to have some nice long hair.
Yeah, man.
He used to look like Megan Thee Stallion.
Big booty freak. All right, anyway.
Mm-hmm. They had the exact same description.
Yeah, man. I did never skip leg day.
Bro, actually finish your story.
All right, real quick. All right, so, but I'm driving by, and again, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning at that time. So I go get my hair cut.
Mm.
I come back, and by the time I'm done with my haircut, it's 10 o'clock. Or actually, when I got my haircut, after that, I went and got some Chick-fil-A for breakfast with my girlfriend. So then we're driving back, and we drive back past that same spot, and it's 10 o'clock at that time.
Mm.
So as we drive by that same spot, there's like more police officers there. Like there's one, I'm not gonna lie, there's only one other car. So I was like, shit. So then I go and I pull around and I park at this corner real quick just to see what was going on, just to see if anybody else comes, and nobody else comes. So I leave it alone and I go home, eat, whatever, take a nap, shit like that. I wake up for work at around, what time was it? 4 o'clock, I think, or no, yeah, around 4 o'clock. And I'm driving back past that area, and they have that area blocked off. Like you can't drive past it, and there's more police cars. So then I'm just like, something happened there, you know?
Yeah.
Because they had that whole area blocked off. And my grandmother, she tells me, she was like, because she has a Spanish class or a workout class, whichever one, down in that facility. And she was like, yeah, they had that whole road blocked off. Like, I can't get in it. And I was just like, shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, because that road led all the way into Grand Prairie. So, like, you know.
You been paying attention to the media lately?
I wish, you know.
Like, bro, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj been beefing for like the past few weeks.
They've been beefing for years.
And they were but they were leaving alone. But like now,
yeah, but now they're back.
They're like, yeah, and Cardi was beefing with JT, basically, because JT going on Instagram when they're selling whatever they got in the DMs and shit like that, and Cardi was basically calling her a lapdog and shit. Yeah, Nicki Minaj, then she posted, she changed her Twitter photo to Cardi B, and no, she changed it to JT, and Cardi B changed her titty her Twitter photo to Remy Ma. You know, she used to beef with Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj and shit like that. So that shit's just crazy. Everybody beefing. You heard about the Antonio Brown situation?
Yes.
Bro, so if y'all don't know, Antonio Brown, he is under fire for harassing a woman at a pool. He put his ass in her face. He fucking was.
He threw her. He picked her up. He chunked the shit out of her in that pool. I mean, it wasn't.
He was choking his chicken in the pool.
Exactly. He exposed himself. That's what they're gonna say. But y'all know,
we all know what that means. It couldn't even been a private pool.
And for those who want to know where he was while he was doing this, he was in Dubai.
Oh yeah, he was in Dubai doing this.
Dumb ass nigga was in Dubai doing this. Oh,
he had to be on something. I'm pretty sure. Like, he had to have been on something.
Had to have been. I want y'all to know the penalties for exposing yourself and harassing a woman in Dubai can be punishable by death. Like, what are y'all?
They do not play, bro.
They don't play about that. So, oh man, hey man, I guess.
Hey, I be,
shit.
You know, y'all niggas know I like Game of Thrones and shit like that. It's a cult for me. I be trying to recruit new niggas. I'm at work. I'm like, yeah, y'all niggas need to watch Game of Thrones. This whole fire. Oh god, I'm trying to recruit these niggas.
I got my cousin to start watching Game of Thrones.
I be trying to get my mom and them to watch it, but they don't ever sit down. They don't sit down and watch like that, bro. This episode is so good.
Oh yeah,
it is so good. I'm lucky glad I watched it by myself, cause we be watching this stuff like that, and Joseph be fucking with me sometimes. I'm like, Joseph, leave me the fuck alone. I'm watching Game of Thrones. I don't never be so into something like I am Game of Thrones. Like, you know how you'll see someone, they're watching the show and they're just like so into the show they can't hear nothing you say.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only Game of Thrones is the only show I'm like that with.
The last episode that we watched towards the ending, or the episode before that, y'all started talking and I was just.
Don't hesitate to tell us to shut the fuck up, because I'm gonna do it.
Y'all had already seen the episode, so I was just watching it. At that point I was just watching it. Ooh.
Wait, last week?
It was either the week.
Anytime we watch the episode with you, that's the first time we watch it. Literally, like.
Oh,
that's why I tell y'all.
Right.
That's why I tell y'all to be there at 8 on the dot. So when it come up, I can click play.
No, the week before that, because we had y'all were just like, nah, I watched that episode last night, and I was like, oh.
I think I know which one you're talking about now.
Yeah,
bro.
The one before the time skip. I think.
Let me talk about this real quick. So I'm really like, when I tell them be on time. Jay is precisely 18 minutes late, and it almost killed me. I said, Jay, you can be late to anything, but you cannot be late to House of the Dragon. Don't let it happen again.
And I haven't let it happen again.
I'm so proud of him.
I'm on my Shazam stuff, you know?
Yeah. Literally, like, I be so into that shit. Rory come in there, he started turning on the lights. And this episode was kind of dark, so I needed the lights. I'm like, bro, turn off the lights. Turn off the lights.
So like a crackhead.
Turn off the fucking lights. Bro, yes. Like, I don't like nobody talking to me while I'm watching. I don't like none of that. I just want to watch the show.
I understand that. I completely understand.
And there's a lot of scenes in this episode that just like, okay, I got to rewind that. I got to go look at that again.
I'm going to have to look at this. When
don't hesitate to ask, because I'm going to be more than happy.
For sure. That's how it is with me and my girl sometimes. Because I'll be watching an anime. I'm trying to tell you. Anime. I'll be watching
I started Berserk.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Fucking with it?
Yeah. I watched the Jujutsu Kaisen movie. It's on Crunchyroll.
It's on Crunchyroll?
Yeah.
Do you have Crunchyroll?
Yes.
Can we watch that? After Game of Thrones?
Maybe. Because it depends how late it is, because I have plans later. I'll give you my Crunchyroll information so you can watch it regardless.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
You know I don't give a fuck. Literally.
I'll need to do that.
This is how much of a real nigga I am. Like, Funimation, I don't even watch Funimation like that. But I still pay for it to this day because I know Corey and my cousin Chad watch it.
That's some real
nigga shit. But I like it too. I just be slacking on my anime shit. Like, One Piece, though, I'm finally done. I've been on Dressrosa for like a year. I'm finally Dressrosa. So that's the arc with Doflamingo. You know, you seen Doflamingo before.
Most definitely.
Yeah, that nigga cold. He cold.
I know he is.
That's one of my favorite characters. Him, there's one character called Katakuri, and Zoro. Top 3. Luffy hard, though. Luffy, of course, is always going to be my favorite.
Exactly. That's Luffy, but you got a name like, you know.
I didn't like Luffy at first, at all. He was so annoying. But then I like it now. Luffy's cool.
I don't like his dub version for sure.
You don't like his dub voice? I like his dub voice more than I like his sub voice.
I don't like the shit that he says in dub. It's way dumber.
He says the same shit. It's just translated. Most of the time he says the same shit. It's just translated.
It's different shit.
Only time they're not translated word the exact same word for word because there isn't a word in the English dictionary for what they said, so they use a different word.
That's insane.
But Luffy's cool. Luffy's dope. Bro.
There was something I was finna tell you, but I forgot what it was.
Bro, I be beefing. Back to talk about Game of Thrones real quick. I low-key be beefing with people about that shit on TikTok and shit. Because they'll post something, and I know y'all dumbass missed.
Shut up, bitch.
But they'll post something, they'll be completely wrong. So, like, there was talking about, because there's another time jump. The next episode is going to be another time jump. And they were like, oh, him right there is Daeron. But it's Aegon when he's older. And, like, everybody in the comments was just like, that's not Daeron. And her only argument was, and look, they even, like, the showrunners even, like, showed the cast and who they play, like, which actor plays who. And she was like, well, how is this Aegon? And that's supposed to be Aemon, and Aemon's taller than Aegon. So your only argument is this has to be the youngest brother because he's shorter? Like, bro, I'm the youngest sibling, and I'm taller than all my siblings.
That's what I'm saying. Same here.
Like, that shit was so stupid. I be wanting to beef with them so bad.
That's some dumb shit.
Yeah, I just be sliding. I'm like, these niggas don't know what the fuck they talking about.
Really, honestly, anything I see on TikTok that makes me mad.
A lot of niggas,
slide up
it's because everybody thinks they're a critic and wants to speak about something. It's not even just with Game of Thrones, but this is where I personally see it most. It's like they just want to speak on something, and then like they just like, so they'll judge the show and they'll be like, oh, this, that, but they didn't even read the books, so they don't know, and like they're just like, oh, I feel like they're moving too fast. They're not moving too fast. It's just that everything that happened isn't like, that's not important. There's like the story, the true story is way more in depth, and it'll be way more in depth. It's just that we need to understand these people's relationships before we start that shit. Because everybody, yeah, it's about Rhaenyra, but like this shit spans over generations. Like that shit took like 25 years to actually happen.
Yeah.
Like where all the shit start popping off. But when shit pop off. And like they changed a lot of shit. Like all of her siblings are supposed to be older. Like Rhaenyra's oldest child is the same age as Alicent's youngest child. That's when she starts having kids.
Wait, say that again?
Rhaenyra?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, Rhaenyra has 3 sons. Her oldest son is supposed to be born when Alicent's youngest son is born.
Oh.
Yeah.
But in the show, they have it to where he's like around the same age.
They're the same age. Well, like, he's not the same age as Aegon, but he's like the same age as Aemon. Aemon's probably like a year older than him.
Yeah.
And shit like that. It's just little stuff like that, but I like it.
It's cool.
It's a good show. If you're
I
not
really
watching,
do like. Yeah. Hey man, y'all should watch that shit. HBO Max. We're not being sponsored, but there's this movie and it's called The Warrior. What's it called?
Doesn't ring a bell.
It's about the African tribe.
The Warrior Queen.
The Warrior Queen. Yeah.
I'm not watching that.
Why not?
It's historically incorrect and it's preaching a false narrative.
See, and that's what I was told. Or that's what I saw. Because, okay, so I haven't seen the movie yet. So I don't want to say anything. But what I was told was what I saw. And then I looked up a little bit of it. Because after I saw it, I wanted to make sure that they were correct. I saw that that tribe, specific tribe, was actually trading slaves. They were slave traders.
They were one of the most profitable out of all the tribes.
Exactly.
And like they fought the hardest to keep slavery.
Exactly.
So it was just like
when the French actually came to, the French didn't come for slaves. Well, at first they did.
It was like,
but
y'all want some niggas? I bet.
Exactly. Like the French, at first they did come. But afterwards, when slavery was finna end, yeah, that tribe definitely was fighting to keep slavery there. Because that's how they profited. That's how they got that's how they got their stuff, their weapons and stuff. They
slavery in itself is so crazy to me.
On me. But hold on. But in the movie, I saw a quick scene and the warrior princess, she was just like, we need to stop like trading our slaves. So that's why I was just like, I haven't seen the movie yet.
Yeah, she's fighting to stop it. That's what she's doing in the movie. But that's not like, the movie's supposed to be based on real events, and that's not what happened at all.
Yeah, but that's also why the movie didn't say based on real events. It was just like, it had the other words, but where it was like supposed to be, but some of it is false.
Of course, it's not going to be based on true events because they don't know what happened. But that the movie in itself is based in this time period with this stuff going on. Yeah. In reality, none of this happened. People are stupid. People are going to believe what they see on TV without a doubt, and it's fact to them as far as they know. And so it's insensitive. Yeah. And it's preaching ignorance.
I thought I heard a ring. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did. There's probably someone out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But like, see, that's some shit like that. Like a lot of movies in Hollywood and shit like that are like that. Like to this day, I didn't know that like the shit in Titanic actually didn't happen.
Really?
Yeah, none of that happened.
Are you serious? No,
they don't know
saying
that
happened.
You
didn't know.
Yeah, I thought it was. I've been found out it's not real, but
I mean,
when I first watched it, I was like, yeah, these motherfuckers fell in love. She survived, and she lived to tell her story. Hell no, she didn't exist. I'm hurt.
It's okay, buddy.
I'm hurt.
It's all right. It's okay. Because,
That's
you
a
know,
long ass movie too.
they be doing shit. Niggas be wilding.
You want to know something that kills me?
What?
So the movie Avatar is literally like, I think it passed Endgame again for the biggest movie in the world, and I can't tell you nothing about it. Can't tell you the names. I've seen it. I can't tell you the names. I can't tell you the plot. I can't tell you nothing about the movie.
Oh,
I can't even tell you the name of the race.
I can say otherwise. I can tell you that shit.
I just know.
I fucked with that movie.
Yeah, I know. Like the humans, the humans went to that other planet, and they had like the way to put their consciousness into one of their alien bodies, and the nigga went on their planet. To,
literally
like, infiltrate.
an Avatar.
Yeah, he tried to infiltrate or something like that. And then he fell in love with her.
Yeah.
He got pussy whipped.
Hey, that was some good pussy though.
Bro,
she looked like she
what?
had some wild.
What?
Wop.
The actor that played her has the honor of being in the 2 highest all time like grossing movies. You know who she is?
No.
You know the actor that plays Gamora is the same actor that plays the female lead in Avatar.
I can't remember who Gamora is from what.
She's from Guardians of the Galaxy. She was in
Really?
Endgame.
She plays.
Yeah, she plays both of them.
Oh,
She's really beautiful.
Oh, that makes sense. Because I swore I saw her, but yeah, that makes sense.
She's really beautiful.
She's fine.
Her Zoe Kravitz. Nah, I can't, I'm sorry. I already know that answer. Now you different. You might choose her. Both women are gorgeous, of course. But Zoe Kravitz.
I have to go with exactly. I might.
What Zoe
but
Kravitz?
But then again, I might not go with Zoe for one reason, only because she fucked with Jaden Smith.
I don't think that's actually. I don't think she fucked with him. I think she was flirting with him.
Only because she flirted with Jaden Smith.
What's wrong with Jaden Smith?
There's nothing wrong with Jaden Smith other than he wanted to be disconnected from his family.
Jaden fucks with his family.
There was a point in time where he wanted to be disconnected from his family.
So you don't like him because of that?
Yeah.
But you don't know what he went through.
I don't care.
So that doesn't matter to you.
Not really.
No matter what he says, it doesn't matter to you. You're not gonna fuck with him because he didn't want to fuck with his family.
He hasn't expressed what he went through yet. So
He doesn't have to.
I mean, then I don't have. Do I have to like him?
You don't necessarily have to like him, but
What's the issue?
to judge a person off events that I won't say like not to be rude, like that don't have nothing to do with you or you don't know. It's just like really.
I mean, I get you, but for a person that I'm never gonna know or meet, I don't care for it, so I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, to each your own.
Exactly.
Each your own. That's one thing. Like, whenever I disagree with someone, the easiest thing for me, I just be like, all right, let's agree to. I remember one time I did that with Tristan. I was like, let's just agree to disagree, and he was like, no. And he tried to go there. I was like, Tristan, that's literally what that means. It's just like we're not going to see eye to eye, so let's agree that we don't see eye to eye.
Exactly. It's not that serious. It's not that deep. It's really not. Especially, that's why I'm just like, especially with shit that we can't control.
I don't argue
like,
with, like, out of my friends, the person I argue with the most is Joseph. It's not a bad argument. It's just that we are so passionate about the things we like, and me and Joseph are some nerds. So we'll be talking about some fucking Superman versus, like, Hulk or Hulk or something. And I'm giving my argument why this one could beat this one. He's like, yeah. And then we're just like, well, I think what you said is bullshit. Fuck you.
That's how it gotta be sometimes. So,
bro, we be getting. That's one thing. I can get heated with that shit because I'm just like, bro, you can't deny the facts.
Facts be factual.
Or like one time we got to, bro, this shit had me so okay. So we were talking about the new Captain Marvel. Well, it's not new no more. The Captain Marvel show that came on Disney Plus, and he was like, oh no, we were talking about the Doctor Strange movie and how Joseph wanted them to make a show about America Chavez, and like I was like, they're not gonna do that because like her story isn't big enough to put on screen. And he was like, well, I think that's bullshit. It would be good and stuff like that. And I was like, I agree with you, but I know they're not gonna do that because like in Hollywood, it's not that simple. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like making a story and stuff like that, a story that you might like, but it might not be worth it. You know what I mean? Because like she's not that really big of a character. They're not gonna give her a whole show just on finding her parents and stuff like that. When like a lot of people don't care that much. I'm not saying I don't know. I don't speak for everybody, but like that's how it goes. You know what I mean? And I was just like, that's just how Hollywood works and stuff like that.
They go based off of the majority.
Yeah, so
that's
like,
what it is.
And like I was just telling him, he was just thinking it's just as simple as finding writers to write it. I'm just like, nah, like making a movie is like so much more into it, and like in the industry, it's not as simple as you think. And like I was just like, Joseph, it's bigger than that. Like you're not in the industry. And he was like, you don't know how to tell a compelling story and stuff like that. This is before he knew I had my comic stuff, because I already had it, but I didn't want to bring it up because then I had to explain the whole thing to him to prove a point. I was like, I didn't feel like explaining it. After I explained it to him, he's like, oh yeah, that was fire. He says I think I should turn it into a book.
Oh yeah,
instead of a comic. I might turn it into a book though. Like yeah, that was hard though. Just wait, it's coming out soon. No, it's not.
Oh no,
it's
nowhere near soon.
Within. Let's say within like a year to 2 years.
Say a year within 2 years.
You know how long it takes to write a book?
A year and 2.
Between a year to 2 years. You know how long it takes to like start a series?
That's why I was like, shit,
you have to.
You shorten that up, buddy. I was like 3 years.
3, yeah, it could be longer. I'm taking my time with it. Like right now, I just have the bones. Like, you know what I mean? I don't have like it's not a full body yet.
Yeah, type shit.
You know, I got to do it in depth about cultures and research to make it more in depth and shit. But hey, when they come out, I don't even know what I'm gonna call it.
You haven't thought of a name for it yet?
I haven't thought of a name. I'm not good at thinking of names.
Do you still know what time it's gonna take place?
I gotta look up the time period, but I have an idea of what the time period I want it to be. I want it to be medieval Greece, but I don't know if that's a thing.
Medieval Greece.
Like that's the type of vibe I want it. Like I want it to be like roughly in Greece, or like a world that's heavily inspired by Greece, not necessarily Greece in itself. And I want it to be during like more medieval times. So like there's kings and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I want it, most definitely. But I'm gonna think of a hard name. Like the Game of Thrones books, they have some pretty cool names.
Do they?
Yeah, it's a Game of Thrones, Clash of Kings, A Storm of Swords, A Feast for Crows, A Dance with Crows. Yeah, A Dance with Dragons. The book that's about to come out soon is called Winds of Winter.
How many books do they have in total? There's
5 Game of Thrones books that are out, and then there's 2 history books that are out, and then just like a few one-off stories for like. So there's a one-off story about Daemon. There's one about this one night called Sir Duncan. And there's probably a few more. Then he's making about either 2 or 3 more books before it's over. I think it's 2. It's Winds of Winter and A Dream of Spring or something like that. It's going to be so fire.
Shit, spring is going to be around the corner. You know,
spring is not around the corner. We have a whole nother month to cover.
In fall, and then we have winter, and then
we have 2 more.
Spring, right?
We're at the beginning. Yeah, we're at the beginning of fall. We're at the beginning of fall. We have to go all the way through fall. Then we have to go all the way through winter. Then we're in spring.
We're pretty close.
That's like 6 months away. Each season is 3 months. You didn't know that?
No, it don't feel like it here.
Yeah, it's Texas. We don't get all seasons.
Exactly.
We get summer, a little fall, and winter.
Yeah.
We don't get spring. It's going to be pretty cold, and then it's just going to start getting really hot. There's no slightly getting up hotter. Nah, it's hot.
It's hot. You got one or the other. That's truly how it is.
Here in Texas, we take what we can get.
Oh God, we say what we can get, and we don't always fuck with it. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't like the heat.
I like the heat. I enjoy the heat, but I don't like being hot outside, and I don't like being cold like in my room. But I like the cold weather.
Yeah.
The cold weather, because I just like the vibe of it.
I like being able to wear what I like to wear.
Well, one of my homeboy, he was like, yeah, I don't like the Christmas spirit and stuff like that. And I looked at him, I was like, were you molested when you were little? Oh, yeah, that has to be. Like you don't like the Christmas spirit? Like, I didn't even grow up celebrating Christmas, but like, I fuck with the Christmas spirit.
That's insane.
It's dope.
That's insane. I don't fuck with it.
You know, the holidays are where people commit suicide the most?
Really?
Yeah.
kind of tough for that.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't have family.
Dang. There's a guy shot in the face by an off-duty NYPD officer.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, cops be thinking.
I was like, shit. I did not know that.
What race was he?
Notes. Oh, yeah, the man was black. I think
the cop? Or
I'm just playing. I don't know. I wish I had that in there. I do not know. Oh, but can I tell you something else, though?
Yeah, it's a podcast.
All right, bet. Say this. So, you watch Family Guy, right?
Yeah.
All right, how long do you think you've been watching Family Guy?
I've been watching Family Guy as long as I can remember.
That's honestly how I feel about that show. So, like, there's this episode where Brian thought he was like a cat.
He thought he was a cat?
He thought he dead ass thought he was a cat. Like, he was acting like a cat, rubbing up on Peter, scratching stuff, like, reacting like a cat. If he were to slam something on the ground, like, he'd react like a cat and everything. So then, you know, Quagmire, he really likes cats. Mm-hmm. You know, Quagmire even opened up a cat cafe. And, you know, Brian wasn't fucking with that. But anyway, so one day, Brian was outside acting like a cat. And he saw Quagmire. He was like, so I guess we can stop being enemies now. And that nigga Quagmire was just like, why? He was like, because I'm a cat now. Big Quagmire was just like, Brian, you're not a cat. He was like, this nigga Brian was just like, yes, I am. I got a DNA test. I'm 0.0001 cat. Like that's how small his percentage was. Mm-hmm. And then Quagmire was just like, oh yeah, Brian, if you're a cat, go to that roof and jump off. Cats always let them their feet. This nigga Brian was just like, shit, say less. So he goes up on the roof and he jumps off that bitch and cracks every bone in his body and just. That's one of the funniest episodes I've ever seen in my life.
My favorite things about Family Guy is when Quagmire beat Brian's ass, Stewie beat Brian's ass, and when Peter fights the chicken.
Yeah.
Them niggas be throwing them hoes.
Peter and that chicken be throwing them
Didn't Lois have a scene like that before?
Lois had a scene where she fought the chicken's wife, but that was like a little baby scene or like a little like what's it called? Like a little gig scene. Because to show they cat fight, you know? But then Lois be whooping ass because, first of all, I want you to know she roundhouse this nigga Peter. Like, she's spinning.
Who do you have in a fight?
She's spinning back between who?
Lois or Francine?
Oh, Lois, 100%.
I feel like between, like, the top three, like, you know, the three big adult cartoons, it's Family Guy, American Dad, and what's the other one?
The Simpsons? The Simpsons is falling off, so you got the Cleveland Show.
That's what
you got
the Cleveland Show.
Burger.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, you said adult animated, so that includes Rick and Morty.
No, we're talking about the family shows, Jay. You are getting way off track.
I'm just saying, you said adult animated shows.
But
so
obviously, I thought you would have known. I was talking about the shows like the Cleveland Show, American Dad, Family Guy, The Simpsons.
Okay.
You were on track at first.
Well, then, yeah.
I feel like the Family Guy family are whooping all of them.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
The Family Guy family could go against all of them at the same time and whoop their ass.
Because
Stewie got them hoes, Meg and Chris got them hoes, Peter got them hoes.
Because if you put Steve and what's they
Steve
and Gwen.
No, her name is Haley.
Steve and Haley against Chris and Meg. Oh nah, it's raps. I'm so sorry.
They did fight elves, an army of elves. They won, but Meg and fucking Chris soloed the whole high school
and a Kingsman fight, bro.
Bro, what they won B2 the whole high school and won.
And then like, don't even forget
Peter could take some damage too.
Most definitely.
That chicken did some shit to him.
Boy, what? Oh my god! But then you gotta remember, Stan is an FBI agent.
Stan did not got them hoes.
He don't have.
Stan be getting whooped.
That's facts. But then, that's it.
No one in America's Dad's family is doing some shit. So none of the Simpsons are on shit.
Honestly, none of them.
Homer might do a little song, but I think that's it.
Homer and
I don't think Bart's doing shit.
What's his name? Homer and Peter, they fought before.
Oh, they probably have. They've had crossovers and shit.
Yeah, they've had a crossover where they fought just like the Chicken and Peter fought. Yeah, they fought just like that. Like they went again. They went around the whole town, everything, destroyed shit, all of that shit, just like them.
Homer's cool.
Yeah, Homer's cool. And what happened?
I think Loretta might drag a bitch.
Loretta, she gonna drag a bitch, but she not gonna drag Lois. The only reason
Cleveland
why
Jr. ain't gonna do nothing.
Stewie's gonna kill both of them
Francine
easily.
Francine all talk. Like Francine talk like she got the pose, like she that bitch. But like Francine be getting put in her place though. I remember when she was trying to act out here, she was like, I'm homegirl. Homegirl don't get I forgot what she was saying. And then that nigga Steve, no, what's the alien Roger? He was like, Francine, you're white. And she was like, but I'm homegirl. Francine's a hoe too. Francine is a hoe.
She is a hoe. She's a complete hoe. But
was Lois? No, Lois wasn't no hoe.
Lois is a hoe.
Lois a hoe?
Lois is definitely. What are you talking about? Yes,
Shit, little Peter.
She tongue kissed a game show host right in front of this nigga Peter.
Bro,
right in front.
Bonnie's
of
a hoe.
Who? Bonnie?
Bonnie's
a complete hoe. She slept with the priest.
Bro, Bonnie don't give a fuck.
She don't give a fuck.
Oddly, Bonnie is like top 5, one of my favorite characters because she's funny.
Bonnie is funny as fuck.
Bonnie, she be going through it, but she do not want to be with that lame ass nigga Joe.
Joe is low key one of my favorite characters. He
Joe do
has
be
so
funny
shit.
Bro, the shit they be doing like with him and his legs and shit. Wasn't there like one scene where he was like on the beach and he took a picture of his legs on the beach and the bitch looked like noodles.
There was this episode where this nigga Chris he had found this girl and he really liked her because she came on to him at a vet and he found his dad in the bar that they usually go to. What is it called, the Clam? That's where he found him. It was Peter, Quagmire, Cleveland, and Joe. Usual four. He walked in there. He was just like, yeah, I have a crush on this girl and I basically like need some advice about sex. And Joe was just like, oh, trying to give him advice. And this nigga Chris was just like, I just need advice from somebody else who he looked down, he was like, has, legs. And then this nigga Joe was just like, I have kids, I'm married. And he was just like, you're a monster. He yelled at him and then Joe started crying. And when he cried, Peter was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make that my ringtone. He made that his ringtone.
There was one scene too. Joe was all sad and shit like that. He had a wig on and shit. He was like slum, depressed and shit like that. And someone screenshotted it and they said, "That's Khloe Kardashian after getting cheated on by Kardashian."
These niggas are out of pocket.
People are brutal.
They are. No way.
No, I didn't stop it. My SD card is almost full, so we're gonna end the episode here.
Hold on, there's one more thing I gotta say. There was also this other episode, and in the episode,
we on the time right?
No, shut up. All right, so in the episode, Bonnie, they were at a funeral. Who had died? Somebody had died, or somebody. Yeah, no, somebody had died, and Bonnie was sitting next to Joe, and she didn't say anything. She was just looking at the casket, and in her mind, they said her mind. She was just like, God, I wish it was me inside that casket. And out of nowhere, they just like zoom out. And Joe was just like, I do too, Bonnie. I wish it was me inside of there. And then she was like, oh shit, did I say that out loud? He was just like, no, I just know what you're thinking. And then he was just,
he does, bro.
And then he leaned in, he grabbed her hand, he was just like, it'll be soon. I was just like, wow.
Wait, he's gonna kill her, or he's gonna die.
No, like he'll die, like he'll kill himself, type shit.
Bro, Joe do be going through it.
Joe be going through.
Joe be going through.
But then when he got his legs and ditched all them niggas, what Bonnie wanted that nigga back.
When he doing flips and shit, flexing on these niggas.
When Joe got his legs, they were Peter, Quagmire, and Cleveland went to go beat this nigga to like break his legs, and he whooped all they ass. Whooped all they ass.
Bro, them niggas, I don't know why niggas in family fucking got them hoes like that.
Bro,
them hoes Quagmire got them hoes too.
Quagmire got them hoes for real. Y'all need to fucking with Quagmire.
When he discovered you can watch porn on the internet. And then came out, that nigga shit was ripped.
That nigga turned into instant Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
That nigga was gone for 3 days, bro. No one knew where this nigga was. This nigga putting in that work.
One side of his arm looked like Rock Lee's. The other side looked like Goku's. Like that's what it looked like. You know?
Nah, not even Rock Lee's. Rock Lee ripped under there.
I didn't know Rock Lee was ripped under.
You seriously don't think Rock Lee is ripped under his clothes? That sounded really weird. I didn't think I would say that sentence today.
That's why I was just like,
bro. Rock Lee had anybody in Naruto. You think he doesn't have muscle definition?
Of course he does. It would make sense. But I'm just saying, like sometimes that's
bro,
how they
shredded.
make. That's how they be making anime characters.
Bro.
They'll make them have no muscle but be strong as fuck.
But not the kind that like exercise a lot. Like look at Asta.
I'm just saying.
Asta's ripped.
I'm just saying though. You know, that's how they make these characters.
Yeah. Shit.
Oh yeah, man.
That's Midnight Smoke episode 16. I'll see y'all next week for episode 17. Hopefully I remember it's episode 17.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Midnight Smoke out.